Let's talk about love and marriage the way that God intended. Life experience, here we share it. The No Fruit Podcast. Tune in from any platform. No Fruit Podcast. We'll help your spirit transform.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Yep.
So glad to have you here at the No Fruit Podcast again, and again. So we're just here, just messing around. No, we're here talking about special stuff. This month we've been talking a lot about special things, special announcements, and special bonds and things like that. So it brings to my mind, as I get up in my feelings a little bit, about some special things Maurice has done for me, how he's made me feel special. And as I look at the word special, I remember like being younger and you didn't want to be called special. Like, you didn't want to get on a special bus. You didn't want to go. Come on, I'm trying to be serious.
I'm sorry.
You didn't want to go to that special class.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But then, like, I don't know, somewhere as when, that word changed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because, by the time my kids went to school.
They love specials.
Yeah, I'm like, what the heck are you talking
Why
about?
are you going to a special? Wait a minute.
Right.
What's going on with your school?
Right.
They're like, oh, we went to music. No, you went to music class. You didn't go to specials.
Right. Like.
What? So, again.
The Bula Bats.
So, again, being young, you didn't want to be called special. Like, not at all. Even when, like, breakdancing and all that was out and, Special K was, like, something, I was like, okay, I'm going to be Special K. And I was like, no. Even, like, Special K cereal, you didn't want to be, didn't want any parts.
You want to be that special dancer off the Olympics. Oh, gosh.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
So you just didn't want to be
Serious
called
face.
special. I'm trying to do the serious thing.
Mm-hmm.
You just didn't want anything special, like special shoes, special like anything. Like if anything was special for us growing up, like it was a negative thing.
Mm-hmm.
But then, like you said, as the kids came in and in elementary school and they told us they were going to special,
Mm-hmm.
It was difficult, and then I figured out what it was, but I don't think I ever really called it special. I still was like, you went to music today?
Yeah.
What was your...
But, and what was sad about it is that, and I say sad because my daughter like, we went to special. Little girl.
Don't yell that in the market,
Little girl.
please.
Little girl.
Please be quiet with that one. Yeah, so for those that can...
I'm drinking out my special mug right now, though. I want y'all to know that this special mug can knock a Negro out.
Uh-oh. It's a 40-ounce mug. It's, I think, triple insulated or something like that. It alone, without anything in it, weighs about 5-10 pounds.
It's a hydro steel. So those of you who know about hydro steel, that's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
This thing is. I'm sorry, we're trying to be serious.
That's special. Yes. So
I
anyway.
wear special glasses. In my special age.
I have to wear special glasses in my special age. You don't wear. You just wear regular glasses.
Yeah, I've been
I have
wearing
to
the
on off. Depending.
Well, here's the thing. I've been able to. I've been blessed in my special eyes to have the relatively same prescription since middle school. My eyes haven't really changed that much. Maybe 1 or 2 degrees or whatever. But
no, we have to tell the story. I think
special eyes.
Your special eyes.
Special
We
eyes.
had. I don't know. I think we were newly married, and we had got our own health insurance, and you had gone to get your eyes checked somewhere up on City Avenue, and all I remember is like the eye doctor was saying something was wrong with your eyes and you had to see a specialist and you were nervous and worried. And we had gone together to see this specialist.
Okay.
And because the first person was saying like they thought that you had
I mean, I've had plenty of people that thought I had glaucoma.
glaucoma,
or whatever.
right?
Right.
So I remember like talking to people about it, and they were like, "He could smoke weed."
Oh gosh. Oh gosh.
Give me some weed. I mean, this is back in
We're talking about 20 years ago.
yes. So weed wasn't like the way that it is now. Like they wasn't prescribing weed like
Right.
that. So, but people were like telling us like, "Yeah, just tell Maurice to smoke some weed, and that'll fix the glaucoma, or whatever." So, this is not what we're supposed to be talking about. But anyway, we went.
We special.
we were all nervous and everything about his eyes. And then I remember going to this other specialist in this dark room and everything, and they're just like looking in his eye and all this other stuff. And she said, "Oh, your eyes are special. They specially curved a certain way. So that's why people who don't have this equipment that I have, this special equipment that I have, would assume that you have glaucoma. So don't,
Yeah, I forgot what she called it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there is because my eyes let in a lot more light than they normally would.
Does that mean you feel lightheaded?
That's why I got special beam eyes. I can see things that I can see into the future. Mm-hmm. I think I can. I think I'm Nostradamus.
Okay.
Sometimes
You can think that. But anyway. So back to
I special.
yes, back to Maurice being special. Outside of,
I got
singing
5 toes.
random songs from his childhood cartoons. He's special in a lot of other ways. I think back to
I got 5 fingers.
You have more than 5. Back to August of July, whatever, of 2000. Oh gosh, I'm getting my years mixed up. Of 2000.
We've been together for a long time. Special K.
And yes. And
We had a lot of special moments.
and I'm trying to tell the story of one of them. If you
I'm sorry.
stop.
I special. Okay, I'll be quiet. Oh, that's right. I'm supposed to be quiet on this episode. I'm supposed to just turn off my mic and just allow the
Your mic sounds nice. Okay. So anyway,
these
we
are my
were
thoughts. Go ahead.
I'm listening for your thoughts.
Crickets.
You don't like crickets.
Most certainly not. They special unto themselves.
Oh my goodness.
We don't have crickets. We got spigots.
Because they're half no.
Yeah, they look like spiders and crickets at the same time. Oh. I'm sorry, Kafa. Can you please go
Yes, go back to my story. So July, August of the year 2000.
I'm sorry, for those of you who are young, the first thing see again, I'm in my special mode because now I'm thinking about Raven. Isn't Raven that TV show with the kids where the little young girl used to have
Yes, that's Janae.
her eyes would get big and then she would have a flashback?
Yes, that's
What we're having right now.
No.
Eyes big, flashback, a lot of
Flashback.
eyes.
a lot of what?
Eyes. You ain't see my eyes? My eyes got big.
But there's not a lot of them.
Oh,
You only have 2. There's still just 2 eyes.
eye special.
So, getting back to what I'm saying, Maurice making me feel special. So, again, years 2000, he had, I think he prepared dinner, and it was a nice, cool summer evening. And we had dinner. The house was all, dimly lit, candlelight atmosphere. And we were just kind of sitting around talking about our future and what we were looking to do and things like that. And he said, let's go sit outside on the deck. And I'm like, okay. Not something we normally would do in the evening, 9 o'clock in the night. So we're sitting there and we're, just listening to the crickets. Because it's a summer evening and they like to make noise. And then the next thing I know, fireworks start bursting out. And I'm like, wait a minute. Did you plan this? Like, what's going on? Then he rips out this ring and tells me how much he loves me. Oh. And
I'm special.
and that he wanted to, spend the rest of his life with me. Now, again, we had already planned to get married and all of these things. But he had planned this whole evening or whatever. Whether or not, I don't know if he paid somebody for these fireworks, because I really don't think it was like July 4th. I don't remember what day it was.
It wasn't.
But it was just really unique that he's sitting there, sharing that he wants to spend the rest of his life with me, and behind him are like fireworks going off. It was very, very much from a Hallmark movie, and he and I both don't like Hallmark movies, but he had somehow pulled this off. So, Maurice, it's time to be truthful. Mm-hmm. How did you pull that off?
First of all, you cannot reveal secrets, right?
But the episode is about special. You made
Yeah,
me feel.
it's
You
special.
made me feel special.
Yeah,
You
why can't
created
you
a
just-
special event.
Why can't you just enjoy the special moment?
I have for all these years.
Let's put this in perspective, right? Maybe I read the newspaper and found out there was going to be fireworks that day. Let's just, maybe, right?
What's a newspaper? But anyway, that's special.
Because we didn't have internet like that at that particular time, not the way it is today.
Yes.
So maybe, maybe I was up on current events or whatever it might have been. Maybe I knew somebody who knew how to do that. Maybe I knew what they were going to do that day. Mm-hmm. Who knows? Let's just say that maybe I had more information that I will not divulge. Or let's just say maybe it just so happened. Maybe it was just a moment. Maybe I seized the moment.
Well, you did. You did a great job. I was quite surprised.
Maybe, I went outside, and just like, oh, wow, let's just go outside. And then just so happened, bam, there goes some fireworks. Oh, wow, let me do it right now. Did I rush it? Did I say, oh, Kyle, look at that. And then you turn around and saw me on my knee, whatever the situation might have been. Who knows? It doesn't matter. It was 25, 24. How many years ago was that? 24. I guess by now, yes, 24 years ago, I guess. But again, I cannot divulge that type of information because I'm just Maurice. Is it really that important to know the inner workings?
Again, here at the No Fruit Podcast, we try to help people.
Yeah,
build their relationships, and
right.
So we're talking about special moments.
Read the newspaper. Find out when stuff is going on,
and make it happen.
Or maybe use your connections that you have. Maybe that hey, we're gonna be over here in the park and whatever. You just because. You can reach out to somebody. I know a lot of people, and maybe things just happen the way they did. Maybe
was that a part of one of your special bonds?
It could have been.
Okay.
It made a special bond for you.
It did.
So.
I was quite shocked. And here I am 24 plus years later, like, how did he do that?
Yeah, it is what it is. Mm-hmm. The reality is that
because I haven't found a way to one up you. That's the other part too. That's what it all comes down to. Like, I surprised you with a few things or whatever, but nothing. I haven't one upped you. So to our listening audience, help me out.
Is there?
Yes. It's not a competition, no, but
you're making that competition. Because first of all, let's put this in perspective.
With your eyes.
Yeah, my big eyes.
Okay.
So, even if you try to one up me, and maybe you will at one point in time in your life, just understand, again, I am Maurice, and I will always be able to outdo that.
But I'm Mrs. Maurice.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And hello. I mean, you could try. And
I'm reaching out to.
Here's the reason why I'm saying this, right? Okay. And I'm saying this because I have an imagination, and I use it frequently. I have an imagination. I do research frequently.
Okay.
So all right, so let's look at this. I had seen not too long ago someone do a skydive, and they were carrying puppies or something stupid, right? And they were supposed to be trying to deliver this puppy to this person. Now, I don't know how legit it was because of green screen and everything else, right?
Right, I got you.
But the reality is that how sweet or cute is that, right? Mm-hmm. Their appearance. Now, the reality is we just had this conversation about a doggy. You don't mind a puppy. You don't want a dog, right? That's number one.
I have criteria with the dog. And I'm not going to disclose what it is, but he knows what it is.
And so that's one thing, right? Mm-hmm. So, yeah, as nice it would be to present you with a puppy, we'll probably have it all of 13.3 minutes. Then,
for the dogs that you're choosing to have, like, they're going to be bigger than me.
I don't want
a dog that is weighing more than me.
I mean, it just I don't want a dog that if I kick it.
Why are you kicking dogs?
No, it's not going to be a literal kick, but figuratively.
Yes.
I don't want to have. I don't want to be able to punt the dog. Literally across the street.
We are not advocating for any animal abuse.
We're not.
So
we're not advocating for that.
Okay, so we'll talk about size. He does not want a dog that's the same size as a cat. Is that better to put?
Okay, yeah, that's a better analogy.
Because you're just.
Well, I mean, I'm sorry because I got movies in my brain, whatever. So I'm sorry. So, again, I'm special today. But the reality is, one, I'm not gonna present you with a puppy. Number two, I am not jumping out of the plane. Not on my best day.
You don't like heights.
Not even on my best. I have even with my confidence, I'm gonna use a word on fleek. Now y'all know how old that word is, and how out of date that word is. It has to be like that's where my confidence would have to be on whatever that word meant in order for me to jump out of a plane. It has to be.
How about a helicopter? That's a little lower.
Nah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you wanted to do that I fly thing, right?
Yeah, but see, again, the I fly thing is you're in a tube and
you're flying.
Yeah, but you're not
your feet are not on the ground.
No, I could deal with that. I believe I could deal with that.
Okay.
But here's a reality. Even if the air gets turned off, like all the electricity gets turned off, and I fall flat on my face, right? I'm sorry, I don't know if y'all heard me slap the desk. But
I think we heard.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you would have sounded much, much louder than that if you fell.
But if I fell flat on my face like that, I know that at least me and my big belly will be able to bounce up. If I fell out of a plane, a plane, I don't know. I'm too nervous. Like I watch, again, you reference Mission Impossible, right? Mm-hmm. I don't know if I could think fast enough if my parachute don't open.
Well, that's why you jump with somebody who's experienced. Like they connect up, right?
I'm a see and see this again. This is where my mind goes crazy, right? So when they jump out the plane and they have their arms and legs open, right? To kind of guide them and glide them or whatever else. But then sometimes they have moments where they need to speed up and they put their arms and legs together like a little bullet, right?
Right.
And so my mind is, how about if I bullet myself and be able to glide myself on the ground flat? Because some people
You think you're an airplane?
Yeah, I think that I can use my belly as my landing gear.
Oh, goodness.
I mean, I'm just being honest with you. Like, I think that, people
Don't try
approach it. I think people approach it the wrong way. I think they need to,
Can we decide today that you're not going to try that?
Oh, no. Most definitely. We already discussed that. Where I'm not jumping out of a plane. And I've seen too many. I mean, even when I watch those movies where, and I understand these are real stories where, planes got stranded up in the mountains and they had to eat each other, all that type of stuff. I already what?
I didn't think you was going there to eat people, but go ahead.
I mean, I already understand. Hey,
they have to survive. That would have been enough. Like, you and me. Why is everything today?
We're talking about being special, right?
So special.
Right. I don't know
but
what
we're
it
talking
is.
about special moments.
That would be a special moment.
You're making this whole episode a very special episode, a special moment.
It is. It's special.
Because it's brutal. You're punting animals and eating people. And
So now,
is you hungry? You got
actually, I am, because I want a snack. Like, I really want a cookie or something. I really am. Like,
you got some pent up aggression with some animals?
No, I don't have nothing pent up. Pent up aggression. But I am hungry though. Like, I really want. Before we start recording, they're like, "Yo, do I want a cookie? I want an ice cream sandwich. Do I want an ice cream and stuff?" But we have cookies, but we don't have any of the other stuff that I really wanted. I want a Cinnabon. I mean, that helps our special moments.
That is a special moment for us.
We used to go out to the restaurant. Just, we would eat dinner at home and then go out to the restaurant just to have dessert. I miss those special moments.
I asked you the other night, could we do that?
Yeah, we did.
But you was like, I'm too tired.
I mean, I was.
And I did look like I was going to fall asleep at any minute. But
did.
I was willing to go out.
Yeah, but there's no way. I mean,
and get a chocolate.
My special eyes would have been specially closed because I mean, and you really would have been asleep. The way you were looking,
yes,
your whole body was like in between.
Vertical.
You was in between sitting straight up and laying all the way down.
Like I was almost vertical.
You was at 10 o'clock, like getting closer to the. You wasn't even at 9 yet. You was at 10.
Okay.
So.
And it was what? 10, 11 o'clock at night.
It was, yeah. You were starting to get a little low. So, yeah, so I don't know what that would have been.
But if you would have said, babe, let's go out and get a chocolate cake, I would have been like, all right, come on.
Yeah, well.
I mean, you want to go get a chocolate cake now?
No.
No?
No, I'm just going to go and
eat a cookie.
Go get me a cookie and give me some water, I guess.
Sounds so
uneventful.
Special.
Yes, uneventful.
Yeah. So if you could have a special dessert, what would you have to?
Right now?
Yeah. For your special moment.
So I forgot where we had gotten this from, but there was a lava cake or lava brownie or something that had ice cream.
A lava cake. Mm-hmm.
I really can go for that right now.
I think like a lot of the restaurants that we used to go to are closed.
I mean, so
but
we're especially old. That's like, how many of y'all know about Ponderosa? Sizzler. How many of y'all know about that? How y'all even remember when I think it was Burger King that had a salad bar. Was it Burger King or Wendy's? One of them had a salad bar. How many of y'all remember
Roy
that?
Rogers, how about that? That was a lovely salad bar.
So
special.
Yeah, this episode is talking about special moments. And I am especially hungry right now.
Okay, well.
But let's go. But to your point of
special moments,
special moments, and especially bouncing off the ground after skydiving, or whatever. I do believe that in a moment as important as in proposing, right? That has to be a lifelong, in my opinion, a lifelong moment. The difference was, yes, this was technically my second go round. In essence, the first one was such a, it was too soon. One, it was too soon, and number two, there were other points of that proposal that really really bugs me even till today, to be honest. It was the wrong date. It was, whatever. It was crazy. So unfortunately, there's some things that you don't know, you don't understand, you don't always know someone's background or whatever it is, and one of the things that we've had to learn is to be able to respect the other person's history, and not allow that to mess up any of your special moments. And at that particular time, when I did the second go round, and yes, we were already in the works of planning our wedding. Right. I mean, it was just under 2 months, but I really wanted to kind of really make it up, and I really wanted it to be
special
idea, a feeling, or whatever else, unto itself. I didn't want it shared. I didn't want it to remind either one of us of anything in our past.
Right.
So so it had to be something that, like you said, for yourself, like, like, hey, can I, not as I hear you, like, hey, Maurice, I'm not really trying to one up you.
No, not at all.
But it's just, how can I create a moment that is
that memorable,
as special, as that? And I think that, to be honest, there are not too many things in my life that I could say was even on par to that moment. Because, again, some things just happen. It's the moment. It's the feeling. It's the environment that you create, whatever it is. Because sometimes you get caught up in all the other stuff, right? So if you think of a moment like that, and this goes for any of you out there, you think of that, hey, you know what? Someone was able to capture this one moment, whether it's a photograph,
right,
or whatever, being able to catch that moment and the magic that it provides, yeah, I mean, could we have taken a picture at that moment? Yeah, I mean, that would have been cute. You get what I mean? But would that diminish how special it would have been? Because even if you could do all the planning in the world, but sometimes the planning, I know for me, right? Sometimes in that planning, you get caught up in the planning that you miss the real moment.
Right. Exactly.
Excuse me. So because I am too worried about the details in most cases. So at that moment, it was probably the purest moment that I could have had.
Yeah. Like you said, I think the first time we talked about marriage, you were very nervous. So I think you were wrapped up in the details and everything else. And like I said, it didn't come out maybe the way that you wanted it to. But the second time, when we talked about that and you created that special moment, it was unique. It was, like I said, it was something you would see on television. Yeah, I don't know. I get speechless and caught up in it, just thinking about it. But, it truly was special. We don't talk much about it, but I just want you to know that it made me feel special. Talking about it now, as we are approaching,
wow,
our wedding anniversary coming up soon, that I just look back and know how special I must be in your life for you to want to create that special moment, to have done it and succeeded at it. So I just want you to know, baby, I love you and I appreciate you. And not only for that special moment, but for all the other special moments that we've had since then.
And I am very appreciative of you saying that. I am. And I thank you, and you are special to me. As I had just mentioned a few moments ago, that you try to create other special moments. But again, it's not, you get caught up in the details. This is just Maurice. I get caught up in details. And so the details, especially if something goes off, you're like, man, right? Really? You get what I mean? And
You can get in your head and you know, sabotage the whole thing. And even though it's not sabotage, because that person doesn't know and what to expect.
Right.
Or even that it's going to happen. So you just have to kind of go with the flow.
So even to the point of, and y'all have heard me talk about this more than once when I talk about my birthday a couple years ago now, where Kafa, you know, you woke up and you just like, we woke up, you're like, yo, pack a bag. You know, I'm like, well, where are we going? Shut up, boy. Pack a bag and we
Every
out.
time he tells this story, y'all have to like go back and listen to other episodes. I mean, I can't tell you which one is on, but every time he tells it, it gets more extreme. And like he said, it wasn't like that at all. I was so in my nerves. I was just so in my head thinking things were going to go wrong, whatever. So, you know, I'm trying to keep my game face on and just like, no, you know, this is a surprise. I'm not going to tell you anything. Just
shut up, boy.
Pack
pack a
something.
bag.
And he's like, well, what should I put? Just pack a little bit of something, you know.
Pack a little of this, pack a little of that.
Whatever you take.
Pack cookies.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I'm going to get him some cookies, y'all. Goodness gracious.
But yeah, I mean, so I'm saying that to say that you created a special moment, but you were not able to enjoy it because, like you said, you was in your nerves. And then I don't think that you were able to even understand how special it was to me,
Right.
until even weeks after that, to be honest, where you're like, wow, like maybe I really did make an impression. You know, maybe he wasn't just, you know, saying it. Maybe it really had, I mean, and I talk about it a lot. Like that's a special moment for me.
Yes.
And because of I let go. So those of you who know me, like, yeah, I mean, I might come off as I'm chilling, but a lot of times I'm trying to control the situation.
Right.
To some degree, quietly.
If you haven't already controlled the situation.
Right. You know, so that's just me. Unfortunately, that's just how I operate or have been operating. Because of, again, we talk about other episodes where you feel as though you don't have control. So when you're trying to control and whatever else, you know, you do it beyond whatever. And you got to realize, like, you don't have control. Especially when it comes to other people, you don't have control. All you could do is just, you know, manage yourself. And that's a manage. You know, you can't even control that half the time because of emotions or whatever it is. So, you know, but yeah, you know, so that special moment of the deck with the fireworks, warm July night or whatever it is. So let's put that in perspective too. Would it have been less special, more special, or about the same if we were not already planning the wedding? And so if we were not planning it, right, would it have been more because it's like, oh, like this is now the beginning? You know, would it have been, was it less because of, hey, well, you know, he did it once already, you know, so, okay. or but now that we're talking about it and you're still trying to get information about it, whatever else, does it still feel the same? So knowing that, hey, I'm not coming off my information 100%. I told you the truth. You just got to pick out what part of it was the truth. But when it comes down to it, what makes it special? Because we were already in a heightened space of planning a wedding.
Right.
We were already excited. As you stated, I had cooked dinner or whatever it might be. So I'm showing who I am and what I like to do and, whatever it is. And now you having this moment. Yeah, like it could have been even heightened, or that feeling of special was heightened.
Yes.
Where, in other moments or situations that anyone else, and it's across the board. I'm not saying boyfriends and all that. I'm just saying across the board, where you did not have to share the stage with someone else. Mm-hmm. You get what I mean? A choir, whatever it might have been, like, anything. A lot of times we lose track of that. Hey, I'm special in this moment. I'm being the one that's being celebrated, honored, or whatever else, and we don't normally take that in consideration. Right. Because a lot of us shy away from the moment. Even if we're being celebrated, we shy away. We can't take it as a special moment.
I mean, and a lot of special moments, like you just said, are celebrated with others. Graduations. Mm-hmm. You got tons of people who are graduating that very same day.
Right.
So, maybe a birthday or something like that is special just to you. And people are looking, at you for that. But, so, again, I think you made that day very special. And to all of our listeners out there, we encourage you to continue to make special moments and special memories with one another, so that you have things to look back upon
and really enjoy it. Mm-hmm. Not just create it, but enjoy it, and make sure that you enjoy it. I mean, like in the last episode, yes, certain bonds, certain situations. Is a reason, season, or a lifetime, and sometimes that reason, that one moment, that one individual can create such a special moment, that can last you a lifetime. That person might not be there for a lifetime,
but the moment and the memory does.
But what happens is that can trigger something else within you, to either become better, greater, whatever it is, So again, enjoy it while you have it. But don't forget the effect that it has on your life, and don't harbor any, if you can, it's not as easier said than done. Harbor any ill will or whatever else because that person was a reason and not a lifetime situation. Still enjoy the moment, and even after they leave, whatever it might be, for whatever reason, still enjoy the moment. You get what I mean? Yeah. Because you can't get it back. You can't get it back.
We can't get that chocolate malted cake back.
Bye.
With the ice cream.
Bye. That was the moment to shut it all down. We just need to say bye. Bye. I'm going to take a nap.
No, you're going to go have cookies. And
I'm going to go take a nap.
Hope and wish that it was the chocolate malted cake. I don't know where we got that from. I'm going to have to look that up.
I want to say...
And I think we've tried to get it from another place, and it just wasn't the same.
Yeah, because I don't think it was Bennigan's. I think Bennigan's was my brownie. I don't remember where it was. Yeah, I don't remember. Houlihan's, I don't remember. It might have been Houlihan's. If y'all remember, can y'all please put it in the chat or
if you know where we can get a really good chocolate
If y'all know the
cake.
Recipe, I'll make it myself.
No, we've tried it at home.
I don't remember trying a molten
Remember
cake.
You used to get the little microwave cake?
Yeah, no, that's different. That's different.
No, it was called a molten... It was a lava cake.
Yeah, but it's different. That's when it's already pre-packaged and you throw it in the microwave.
I'm saying
to even make it from scratch.
You think at them stores it was made from scratch?
We could try it.
it had been against Houlihan's, any one of them
And I
chains.
want a big one at that.
Oh my gosh.
I want a big chocolate molten lava, chocolate all over the place, just running all the way down to the floor. I want Willy Wonka chocolate. I'm sorry, y'all. Can y'all tell I want dessert?
He wants dessert.
But this the fat boy inside of me. I'm trying to, become unfat boy.
Mm-hmm.
I am mentally, just not physically.
You're mentally riding the bike and working out.
Yeah, I guess. Well, no, that's not true. I mean, y'all, I've been riding a bike and doing my little weighty weights things. It's just, unfortunately, I do it. It just doesn't translate into slimming down the body. I don't know what the problem is. I don't know if my equilibrium. There's something's off though. I'm not special in that case. So even in that, I'm embracing my unspecialness. And if y'all can please give me the recipe for a molten lava blow up chocolate cake. Thank y'all very much, and I appreciate y'all. Well, I mean, the only other thing I could think of with doing it would be doing my aunt. She had this banging Hershey's chocolate cake, pound cake, or whatever it was. We got the recipe for that though.
Yeah, but we've tried it twice and it hasn't turned out the way
we're
hers.
we're going to have to go and kidnap her real quick and see if she could do it. Just tell us. We could do it. Just tell us. No, we need her. We need her oven because our oven be acting up.
You think that's what it is? Or maybe it's her pan. Maybe it's the pan that it's cooked in or something.
She's blessed it.
Mm-hmm.
She did something to it.
It's made many chocolate cakes before.
Yeah. So it still has the residue of the last chocolate cake.
No, it knows like what to do. It knows when it's done.
It's either whether or not she's done a chocolate cake or a 7-Up cake. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I need to go kidnap her real quick. I will talk to y'all later. I thank y'all for listening today. I'm sorry.
Thank you very much for listening. We're going to go enjoy something.
It won't be no cookies.
Talk to have a special moment.
Yeah, right. Talk to y'all later.
Bye.
This week's episode has come to an end. But the fun doesn't have to stop here. If you have any questions, suggestions, or feedback, head over right now to Twitter and Facebook and like, share, and get involved. Join us next time.